me again in personal development is CD tapes. So I buy these tapes and I listen to them. And because you put in positive thoughts, I say to people, one of the things you have to completely take care of is your mind, your mental. The minute you lose your mind, you lose your life. Note that from me. So in order to keep yourself going, remember, just like the human body is, and people say, oh, I'm going to detox my body. You have to constantly detox your mind. And this is one of the best things that help me. Listening to audio tapes that are full of, educational information, positive knowledge, things that help you stay alert, things may be happening around you that will actually want to weigh you down. But the minute you listen to one of them, you're way up alive again and ready to go. So make sure you start doing things to help you as a person in order to achieve your dreams. Okay, so number 8 on our top 9 tips. Make sure you are constantly searching for knowledge. Now in our training, we call it CPD, that's continuous professional development. This applies to everything in life. Doctors are constantly searching for the latest thing that will make the body, recover whenever there's an illness. Accountants are constantly searching what's the latest thing that the government's come up with. And architects, you just name it, every industry's got CPD going on. So whatever it is you decide to do, make sure you don't stop. Don't say to yourself, oh, you know what, I've done that main training, it cost me £5,000, so that's it. I'm not doing any more training. You will be left behind. So make sure events, workshops, seminars, there is always something new that has happened. And especially with the internet. Now that's a gold mine, that's a minefield. The internet has so much to throw at us. I know lots of people just believe that, I watch the YouTube and I've got all the answers. No, that's not where you get all your answers from. Physically go to events, physically attend things, be there, ask questions, want to know, ask, find out what is the latest thing in this field. That's what CPD is all about, the latest. Because the life we have is constantly in motion, it's not static. And what happens is people who don't constantly search, they are left behind. And this is what we're finding, especially with companies. You keep hearing businesses have closed shop, they've left the industry, the last day of workers coming to that place. Why? Because they refuse to move with the times. Especially in businesses, there's things are changing every day and going online. So if you are in business and you want to sit at home and expect clients to walk to you, your clients may be online. Your clients may be all over the world. Internet has made business without boundaries. There's no longer, I live in the East, you live in the West, and that's it. Or I live in Africa and you live in America. Or I live in England and you live in, you just name it, in China. The world is now one. So if you're not constantly searching, how are you going to find clients? So keep searching. Keep asking for the latest knowledge. Stay ahead of your clients. Because when they come and they ask you questions and they find that you don't even know what they know, they're not going to trust you. So stay alert. So number 7 we did say stay focused and keep searching as number 8. Now we're saying to you, keep feeding your mind. You have to feed it. And one of the best ways that I feed my mind is through reading. So I'm going to really encourage you to pick up the habit of reading. Wherever you are, especially here in the West, US, America, Europe, Amazon exists. It's one of my favorite tools. There is no book you go onto Amazon that you will not find. And now they got a Kindle. So if you don't want physical books, just order it on the Kindle and take your time and read it. That is the best way you feed your mind. Because funny enough, going back into the history, especially in the Black community, In the past, people were not allowed to be educated. But trust me, one of the best things that come out of education is your ability to read. And if you can read, what's stopping you from reading? So be very curious. Every book that touches your understanding, any book that's saying something that you were looking for, buy it and read it. That's the best way you can feed your mind. Because the funny thing about life is there is an answer to every problem. There's no topic that you go onto Amazon to search that you will not find. Or there's no topic that you go onto Google to search that you will not find. And there's no topic that you go on YouTube right now that you will not find. So we are in a time when everything is available to us. So anyone who's choosing to stay poor and stay in debt and refuse to move their life forward is down to you, not down to your environment, because the environment will always throw things at us. But what they say is how we choose to react to what has happened to us. That's the difference between you and the next person. So make sure you are feeding your mind positively, because when you positively feed your mind, you can come up with positive ideas. And what makes life is ideas. People become billionaires and millionaires from ideas. Let's hope you're not planning on making money in another form. You're planning on making money legally. And if you plan on doing that, you have to help yourself to achieve that. So we've been talking and we've given you hints and tips, and we've talked about what debt and poverty can do. I'm going to try and conclude on this topic. So what comes out of debt? What are the pains you could be getting out of poverty and debt? If you're in the West, it's a major thing. You've taken credit cards, you've taken loans, you've taken all kinds of things. What this means is you have spent that money without earning it. Now this is what happens. Your creditors will chase you down the road. They are not going to stop until you pay back every penny. Now what does this lead to, which I have experienced? It leads to pains, threatening phone calls, angry letters, you name it. And what does this do to you? You become depressed, you become sad, you have low self-esteem, you don't even believe in yourself anymore, you lose your confidence. But beneath all of that is still a human being. Unfortunately, when death comes, when poverty comes into your life, you forget who you are. We don't want you to forget who you are, because poverty, where does it place you? You end up living in a very poor neighborhood. You end up, it will affect your marriage. And most times, people end up divorcing. It's one of the biggest reasons for divorce, poverty and debt. Unhappy home, unhappy children, unable to buy the basic things that you want in life. So when you look at the bad side, the painful things that come out of poverty and debt, you have no other choice but to make those changes that will help you achieve a better life. I mean, I had an inquiry once, and she said to me, I want to change my life. I want to move on. I want to gain a skill and go somewhere that I can use it properly. And we agreed, and what then happened? Suddenly she didn't have money to spend for the training. If I were you, I would find the money. In my case, I used my children's savings to get training. That was to help me create a future for them. Because if I was busy thinking, oh yeah, they need this money now, that money will finish in no time. Then where would we be? So if you're busy holding on to things that are all based on today and forget that there is a tomorrow, you are not going to help yourself and you are not going to help your children. So in conclusion, I have seen poverty, I have experienced poverty, I have experienced debt. And my dream for anyone watching this video is for you to move your life to the next level. Come out of it, snap out of it. And the only way you can do that is to help yourself by taking on skills and values that you can share with people. And here at World of Braiding, our dream for you is to prosper. Our dream for you is to give you a skill that you can use in creating your own job. We don't want you to hang on to anyone and say, I'm looking for a job. Why, you got two hands? Your two hands is there to create you a job. And once you have that skill in your hands, you are not going to look back. We have done this for so many women out there, thousands. We want to do it for you. So we want you to follow us on this journey. And to make this very exciting, we are working on a tour right now. We're taking a world tour and we are going to be visiting different states, starting with the US, because we notice we have lots of supporters, people who like what we do coming from that part of the world. Follow us on this link, follow the description box. We are going to tell you what we're doing. We are visiting some states near you, and we are coming there with skills and trainings that you have always been asking for, because this is in response to your demands. We're coming to you. So email us and we will send you all the details. But this particular topic that we talked about today, we've written a blog on it. And if you have been following us on the blog, worldofbraiding.wordpress.com. Follow us on Facebook as well, World of Braiding and Extensions, for you to see some of the work that our students are able to do while they're in training. You can also follow us on our regular Facebook, where you see the clients we work with, World of Braiding. Or you can join me, Phido, on Facebook. I have lots of hints. And then we got another one, Phido International. That's this place where we're talking about you developing personally, because this is something we really want to encourage people to do. Look into themselves, stay strong, be ready to face the world, because the world out there is not friendly. So if you want to make sure you achieve something out of life, you want to stay strong. So we wish you the very best, and thank you for listening to this DVD and watching it. We look forward to seeing you soon.